Yeah, happy Friday as well. News at 6. All right, so while we're at it, all right. So again, like I said, there are other celebrities that may be doing things in their private life that people can judge just the way that people judge Diddy. Like, for instance, what's up with your boy? Are you pro or not with Bill Bellichek? You know what I'm saying? Bill Bellichek seeming to be with somebody that's very, very young. You know, she's of age. She's legal. He ain't doing nothing wrong. But it can get nasty. I mean, maybe she's just making them feel good. That is me judging. I'm not judging, actually, Bill. But it did look kind of crazy when he was being interviewed and the girl that's old enough to be his granddaughter is pretty much answering for him, and this is supposed to be his lover.
Do you feel like you were treated with dignity and respect when you were let go by Robert Kraft?
Yeah, well, it was a mutual decision for us to part ways.
He said fired.
It was a mutual decision.
The other change for Bellichek is 24-year-old Jordan Hudson, his creative muse, as he writes in his book.
Make sure that that's the philosophy.
Jordan was a constant presence during our interview.
You have Jordan right over there. Everybody in the world seems to be following this relationship. They've got an opinion about your private life. It's got nothing to do with them, but they're invested in it. How do you deal with that?
Never been too worried about what everybody else thinks. Just try to do what I feel like is best for me and what's right.
How did you guys meet?
Not talking about this.
No?
No.
It's a topic neither one of them is comfortable commenting on, though Hudson has recently posted about it on Instagram.
You joined InstaFace, as you put it. I love that. There's some great pictures of you and Jordan, where you're a fisherman and she's a mermaid. It's charming. It's a different side of you. What's the reaction been like?
What's it been like?
To have these different sort of photos. There's another one where you're doing, I know you're not into meditation or yoga or Pilates. You're balancing Jordan on your feet, and she's doing kind of the...
Now, this wild right here. Like, this wild right here. I ain't gonna front. Bill, man. Messing with them young girls, man, to have you doing all kind of crazy shit, Bill, bro. God dang, Bill. She got you all on the Insta book doing, or the Insta face, doing all kind of crazy poses. Yeah, man. Usually, you're only talking about blitz packages, and run plays and pass plays. And now, you out here doing a whole new world scene with your old lady. Hold on, there it is. On Instagram. Yeah, man. They get you, bro. They get you, man. These girls are out here looking crazy on the ground, man. Do it for the gram then, Bill.
The Titanic pose.
Yeah, so I'm on some of those social media platforms, but I honestly don't follow them.
What he does follow isn't clicks or views, but touchdowns and, above all, wins.
You do seem like you're having a lot more fun these days than you were in other chapters of your life, let's say.
I enjoy football. I enjoy the whole process of it. It's hard to win, and it's hard to beat other good coaches, good teams. I appreciate the grind. I appreciate the competition. But coaching's fun, and honestly, I feel like I haven't worked a day in my life.
Okay, so yeah, man, he say he having a good old time. He got the woman that he want, but that wasn't the juice.
My girlfriend Jordan is the best thing that ever happened to me. Well, her and those dinger pills that I eat, like Skittles.
How did you guys meet?
On Backpage, she was
This is fake, man. This is fake, by the way. That wasn't the real. That was actually a fake response. Let's.
Sure that's the
Jordan was a constant presence during our interview.
You have Jordan right.
Jordan. But Jordan said, hey.
How do you deal with that?
Never been too worried about what everybody else thinks. Just try to do what I feel like is best for me and what's right.
How do you deal with it?
When he asked him how they met, though, Jordan wasn't having that shit.
that's the
Jordan was a constant.
that's the
Jordan was a constant.
Just try to do what I feel like is best for me and what's right.
How did you guys meet?
not talking about this.
He said, hey, hold on, bro.
No.
It's a topic neither one of them is comfortable commenting on.
Okay, let's hear from the chat. Let's get into the chat. My boy living his best life, man. Let Bill enjoy himself. Okay, so the man who says, I am not American, so I am not really worried about the age difference. In my opinion, if it is true that Diddy did sex trafficking for orgies, then he should be arrested for this. Do you think he did this, or is it false? I think that the definition of sex trafficking is the problem, right? I think that Diddy did not hold anybody against their will to go from this state to this state to this state. I think that they made the choice to do so. If they would like to say that he sex trafficked Cassie, I don't hold her to be completely being the victim. I think that she willingly participated in freaky activities. Maybe there was some intimidation. Maybe there was some coercing. Maybe some. I don't know. Again, just to answer your question, I don't think the definition of sex trafficking is going to be defined and with pinpoint accuracy to prosecute Diddy. Thank you for your question, though, a man who but yeah, word on the block, though, is that Bill Bellichek, old lady, ain't even allowed on campus no more. Word on the block is that they saying that she might be banned from the campus. I mean, not campus, but from the locker room. I don't know where I read that. Hold on, let me look it up. Let me see. Here go one story about it. So yeah, it says Bill Belichick's girlfriend, Jordan Hudson, has reportedly been banned from the UNC's football facility. Okay. This report is not accurate according to the university. All right. Thank you for the community notes, because I was on here spreading misinformation. Yeah, I had to read the community notes. So my bad, y'all. My bad. She not bad. She look good though. Shout out to Bill, man. Shout out to Bill. She look good. I'm with it. All right, so you keeping this thing moving, man. A couple of people that are checked in, man. Raj the Right Way checked in. My boy DJ Rich checked in. Okay, I appreciate y'all. What else we got? Let's get into a couple of these clips.
Jordan was a constant presence.
Say Jordan. Pull out some of these.
Steelers draft pick. Harmon, D tackle, gets drafted to Pittsburgh Steelers. He then drove to the hospital. His mom was on life support, I believe. Derek Harmon's mom, who was on life support, passed away shortly after he went to the hospital and got to tell her he had been drafted by the Steelers.
The reason why I'm here, she's the one that did everything for me to get to this point. Everything I do is for you. I love you, Mom.
Oh shoot! I was live the whole time. I gotta watch that. Got to be more careful. I guess we might as well talk about a little bit of draft stories. What else? I'm just gonna start going through some of these clips.
2011, Kelly Williams Bowler spent 9 days in jail for sending her daughters to a high-performing school outside of her district. She had unknowingly broken a law called... In 2011, Kelly Williams Bowler spent 9 days in jail for sending her daughters to a high-performing school outside of her district. She had unknowingly broken a law called boundary hopping. In the land of opportunity, that law is meant to make sure poor, underprivileged folk don't better educate themselves without that white man stamp of approval. America promises equal opportunity to everyone. No matter who you are, you can go to a good school, get a great job, live in a great house. But none of that is possible without that white man stamp of approval. Don't believe me? Here, I'll prove it to you. Can you get a good job earning a living wage without that white man stamp of approval? Making minimum wage, he would have to work 140 hours a week, or better put, 24 hours a day, 6 days a week to earn a living wage. Now, if that makes you go into work tomorrow and ask your boss for a raise, be prepared. You're probably gonna need that white man stamp of approval to get it. So now you wanna buy a house, and you have to get a loan. I think you can see where this is going. In 2015, 27.4% of black applicants were denied mortgages, more than twice that of white applicants. And when black applicants were approved, they usually paid higher interest rates. The top lenders are JP Morgan, Wells Fargo, and Quicken Loans. Want to take a guess who runs these companies? As long as we need that white man stamp of approval, our fate will be in the hands of those who may not think we qualify. Some people will say the system is broken. I'm here to tell you it was intentionally built this way.
Shout out to Colin Kaepernick. Colin Kaepernick, we still got love for Colin Kaepernick. They say he's still wanting to play in the league. Oh man, I ain't gonna make no jokes about that, but shout out to Colin Kaepernick. So we did put together a couple of clips. Let's see what this one talking about.
Your extinction events. And
okay, well, I guess we can get into this one. Somebody trying to get my attention, man, in my do you agree with interests in general? Could you re-ask the question, a man alike, and do you agree with interests in general? Like, what do you mean by interests? And while you get that together, let's shift gears a little bit. Let's shift gears. Let's shift gears and let's talk about the NFL draft, and then we'll talk about some of the politics that have been going on. Because I didn't get a chance to talk about the NFL draft since the last time we was on here, and again, a lot of stuff happened. Of course, we all know the Shedeur Sanders conversation and the story of him going into the 4th round. We did not agree that he was supposed to go into the 5th round. Excuse me, and we feel like he was being shafted. But what did y'all feel about when this prank call happened? Let's get into this.
Hey, is this Shedeur? Hey, this is Mickey Loomis here, the GM of the New Orleans Saints. How you doing? This is Mickey Loomis here, GM of the Saints.
How you doing?
Good, how are you, man?
Good, been waiting on you.
Yeah, we have. It's been a long wait, man. We're going to take you with our next pick right here, man.
This ain't gonna be nothing to do.
Hey, but you're going to have to wait a little bit longer, man. Sorry about that.
What does that mean?
What? What did he say?
I don't know.
How you gonna ask us what it mean and you was on the phone?
You heard that?
He said you're gonna have to wait a little bit longer.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
Why did he call?
What the fuck?
Hey, that's fucked
I
up.
don't know what that was. It's 50-50. But nobody got this number though.
It was private.
Did they just troll, bro?
It can't.
Man, he just got trolled, bro. They tripping now, fam. Now I'm gonna crash out, bro.
It is what it is. They said we're gonna tell you what the next bit, but you gotta wait a little bit longer. Wow. So what it is? Let's go.
That was some bullshit. I ain't know it was that it was like that. That was crazy. Yeah, so turns out that the kid pranked Shedeur Sanders. And he had they fined the team $250,000, and the defensive coordinator of the Falcons, that was his son that got the number from one of his laptops and called Shedeur Sanders, and they fining him $100,000 for what his son did. His son, we don't know what type of punishment he's going to get. He may not be able to coach because, usually when their dad's a coach, they get passed on. So he may not be able to coach in the NFL, but, he's going to be a coach somewhere. Probably so.
Start went late first. Now he gets the third quarterback off the board. Saints in a dome stadium. At the pick. Atlanta's dome. The weather Carolina Tampa Bay favorable.
No, they ain't pick nobody yet.
Yeah, you would think so. I mean, I'm sitting there trying to read the body language of the people. Yeah, me too. I'm looking at Brandon Staley, the defensive coordinator. I'm going, does he look happy? Kellen Moore happy? Which one of these guys is really looking at Mickey Loomis going, hey, thank you for giving me the guy I wanted? You would think
where that ball at?
The quarterback
where the football
at? Derek Carr's health situation would be something that they would want to impress. But wide receiver, the availability of their wide receivers right now, they have some health issues with wide receiver. But that'd be a position that they say, we're going to be able to take care of Kellen Moore. They're going to have his fingerprints all over the
Who'd they get?
They didn't say yet.
They did.
Sure.
They finished switch up.
What's up, Green Bay? Nobody got chose yet.
All right. With the 40th pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, the New Orleans Saints select Tyler Shuck.
Oh, yeah, they played with him.
Switch it up.
Quarterback. There it is.
Wow.
One of the most intriguing prospects.
Wow.
He'll be 26 years old in September. He played parts of 7 seasons in college. Look at the reaction.
You got the phone, but who got that number?
From the dog.
They looking who numbered it.
Texas Tech.
Yeah, that was cold. That was cold-blooded. I wonder what type of lawsuits that they could have for, because that was some bullshit. But now that he's drafted, Deion says, hey, We ain't worried about nothing. Deion Sanders say, hey, y'all, everybody's worried about what happened yesterday and fear the possibilities of what will happen tomorrow. I like that. In my Diddy voice. When we should be focused on now. What we do with our now is what matters the most. Let's make the most of our now. I like that. Shout out to Coach Prime, man. That was classy. Coach Prime with the class, man. You already know. All right. So, of course, that boy had Shenseea next to her, though. I know this is all old news, but we didn't get a chance to talk about it, so I want to talk about it now, y'all. Yeah. So Shenseea is London on the Track's baby mama, but one of London on the Track's other baby mamas was calling Shenseea Bill Cosby. That's crazy. London on the Track's baby mama Ebony calls Shenseea a predator after she was seen with Shedeur Sanders. Shenseea is 28 years old. Shedeur is 23 years old. I don't really see a problem with that. Call Bill Cosby or somebody, she said. It just sounds like he was jealous, baby. These are the posts. And on the post, she called the lady Shenseea. Yeah. So she was like, Shenseea is a predator. She posted a predator. Taught little Chester to be number one. And no, I'm not letting it go. And says somebody calling her Shenseea. I mean, that just ain't working for me. Because Shenseea is fine in the mug. So she can do no wrong. You know, it don't matter what you say about her. Say, I'm going to call DFCS on Shenseea in the morning, save the children. And she not even that much older than her, than him. Like, she got him by like 5 years. Yeah, you got to try again, Ebony. I'm sorry. This is a swing and a miss. And you look too good, Ebony, to be mad about, about your baby daddy's other baby mamas. Not like, you got to cut that out, girl. You looking too good out here to be concerned about what, you know what I'm saying? Check on your man, your new man. Leave your old man work alone. All right. So that was the mess of the NFL draft. And I guess everybody did seem to move on.
Shedeur Sanders is not blameless here. Primetime Deion Sanders is not blameless here. I'm going to say what I have to say, knowing that both of them have their hands at least a little bit dirty in all of this. But if you're the National Football League, clearly it's not about talent anymore. It's about something else. And I'm going to tell you, I spent a large amount of the last 24 hours thinking about nothing more than I was thinking about collusion. Because how in the hell does 32 teams in the National Football League pass on a quarterback that was universally recognized one of the top 3 quarterbacks in the country entering this draft, and 32 teams passed on him? Not once, not twice, not 3 times, but 4 different times they passed on him. How the hell does that happen? 4 rounds. It doesn't happen to a quarterback. We've never seen anything like this before. We've seen guys drop because of injuries. We've seen guys drop because of off-field issues, but we've never seen a quarterback projected to be a top 20 pick, universally recognized one of the top 3 quarterbacks in the draft, projected to be a first rounder, in all likelihood a safe bet of a late first rounder, and drop literally to the 5th round. We haven't seen anything like that. And when you're talking about the owners, I'm going to keep in mind, and I tweeted about this, seems very Kaepernick-like.
Seems very Kaepernick-like. Yep, it did seem pretty Kaepernick-like. A man alike says, who cares about 23 and 28? I agree with you. Who cares? You know, she could date that man. They're within the same age range, if you ask me. And then he also asked, do you think it is morally wrong to charge interest on loans? So having to pay back more than the initial borrow amount. Hell yeah. If you don't want to pay back more, then don't borrow. You know? Now, depending on the interest that you are asked to pay back, the opinion changes with that. But if somebody wants to charge interest on a loan, you damn right. You have to pay it. If you want to borrow, if you borrowed the money, pay them folks their money back. Let's see what else we got. Stephen A. Smith. There's a couple of I put the somebody said that they wish black man would abandon the NFL altogether. That ain't gonna happen.
Just walked out of Sykesville, put 2,000 on my feet.
Hey, I don't know what this is, but this was the Shedeur Sanders NFL draft party. It looked like it was a vibe. Looked like them folks had a good time, even though he didn't get drafted the first round. Kodak was there. Shinshia. Yeah. Young Miami was in that thing. They went out, had a good time, threw some money. That boy came there with a whole bunch of money. Yeah, they would turn. I can't play the music, so I'm just gonna skip all of that. But that was legendary. Shout out to Shedeur, man. Congratulations. Now the Cleveland Browns got them two quarterbacks that could battle. Plus, they got still Deshaun Watson. So I wish that he could get up out of Cleveland some type of way. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not really happy with him being in Cleveland. But it is what it is. It is what it is. One thing though, they could try to say what they want. They cannot take away from the fact that all of the most wide receivers that were picked in the 2025 draft all came up under this man, Deion Sanders, with his son Shedeur Sanders throwing them the ball. Yeah, Joe Horn Jr. Jimmy Horn Jr. It was a few, probably five, I think, 4 or 5 wide receivers. So shout out to Coach Prime once again, man. And I'm very, very excited about the NFL season this year. I ain't gonna front. I'm very, very excited. Okay, we're gonna move right along. Let's see what else we got. We're going to talk about the draft things. All right, we got to get into all right, so we're going to talk about a little bit of politics type of time, and then we just going to come back and do another show. We're going to come back tomorrow and do another show on Saturday. All right, sound about good? Because there's just so much to talk about, man. Rodney Hinton Jr. situation is getting worse, so we got to talk about that a little bit. Then we got Shiloh Hendricks and white people wanting to use the word nigga because the lady Shiloh Hendricks called the boy the N-word and the all right, so before we get into that, let's go ahead and go to hell. Let's watch we're gonna watch this clip. If you don't want to watch this, if you don't want to go to hell, I'll start watching right now.
What up, though? Come over here.
Come over here? Huh? You come over here? You approach him like a man. I might give you my number.
Can you? Damn, I'm chilling for real. We posted up. I don't even feel like getting out. Can you come over here right quick?
No, why you gonna come over here? I'm about to go.
She said she about to go. I'm just gonna go over there, bro.
Don't do it. Don't go, bro.
Bro, stop hating on me, bro.
Remember what happened last time.
Why he moving so slow?
Left when I first. No, bro. No.
Drive off. Oh my God, do you need help?
I'm sorry, y'all. If you listening on Miss
Hit the button, bro. Hit the button. Bro, come get me. I'm sliding, bro. Bro, help me. I'm sliding, bro. Bro.
Listen, man. If you listening, you probably shouldn't be watching this anyway.
I'm sorry. Here I come. 1 minute. Unlock the brake. See, you took too long to pick me up.
All right, man. I'm sorry, y'all. My bad, y'all. I know. I thought it was funny. I thought it was funny, man. It might not be funny to everybody, man. I apologize to anybody that I might have offended with that video. But I thought it was hilarious, bro. That shit had me dying laughing. I ain't gonna front. All right. So let's keep the conspiracies going. Let's keep the conspiracy theories going.
But there is a history of near extinction events. And
so word on the net, word on the streets, in the internet, is that them folks, the real rich elite, have built a bunker. They built a bunker to hide in or to live in, underground bunker worth $21 trillion, just in case a meteor or whatever the extinction level event happened and all hell was to break loose. Similar to a show that is currently on TV or on streaming services called Paradise. Anybody ever seen the show? Y'all let me know how y'all like it. But there's a show called Paradise where they built this facility and the end of the world supposed to, you know what I'm saying, a nuclear holocaust supposed to have hit, and all the richest people in the world, go into this facility and hide out or live in this facility. So word on the net is that this is true or really happened, something similar to it. And let's check it out.
But there is a history of near extinction events. And one of the things that I've looked at, because I'm trying to figure out, between fiscal 1998 and fiscal 2015, there were 21 trillion of undocumentable adjustments in the U.S. government. If you go to our website, missingmoney.solera.com, we have years and years of documentation, including the government financials that show this. And so the question is, where's all this money going? And one of the things I've looked at in the process of looking at where all this money is going is the underground base and city infrastructure and transportation system that's been built. And
I'm sorry?
Yes. So we have built an extraordinary number of underground bases and supposedly transportation systems. Some of these are some of these are documented as part of the national security infrastructure. I think there are many more. So
in the United States?
In the United States, on all over the world. But from 2021 to 2023, I took one of the smartest subscribers in the Solera Report network, and he and I spent 2 years collecting all the data and all the allegations on underground bases. And then we systematically went through and tried to estimate our guess. This is totally a guess of how many underground bases, both underground in the United States, but also underground under the ocean around the United States. And our estimate was 170 with a transportation network connecting them.
And what would be the purpose?
The purpose, if you thought you were going to get a near extinction event, so there, to me, there are two purposes. You have so many activities going on that you need to keep secret that you're basically building the capacity to, for example, if you're doing a secret space program, you need to platform it from, things that can't be seen. But I think if you're worried about a near extinction event, that's...
So I know nothing about this other than my only window into it. I knew a contractor who worked on one in Washington, in the city of Washington, D.C. Right. And I remember him telling me about a power box, like a transformer box on Constitution Avenue that he told me, because he worked on it personally, was actually the exit, the egress from the White House. That was kind of by vehicle. I thought that was, I was like, really? He goes, oh, yeah, no, I installed it. I know. And I thought, well, that's kind of crazy that in the middle of this big city where I was on Constitution Avenue every day, that you could build something like that without me knowing it. Under the VP's house at the Naval Observatory, same thing. I think most people know that. Next to my brother's house on Macomb Street in D.C. But that's, I always thought that was like preparation for nuclear war. Like, I didn't really think about it that much.
Some of it is, it's preparation for catastrophe.
So, but you think that there are facilities like that in other places outside D.C.?
Oh, yeah. So if you're interested, we have a great interview. I did an interview of Richard Dolan on underground bases on the Solari Report, and it's sort of an introduction to the topic, and it's based on a lot of the research of a guy named Richard Sauter, who is very hard to interview. So Richard kind of went through all the material. And clearly it's... I don't know if you ever saw, Washington Post did a project, it was in 2010 or 12, called Top Secret America. And one of the reporters, it was a team of 2 reporters, one of them put together a database of all the different top secret installations that had been built in the country, including since the Patriot Act. And what you saw was just this explosion of money in building so many both underground and above ground facilities.
Yeah. Them folks got a lot going on, man. Not only is them folks probably done built something in the ocean, them folks done built something, trying to build something in space, and them folks building something in the mountains. Like, them folks is preparing, Jack. Them folks is preparing. Dude, for what? Beats the hell out of me. But you better believe that them folks is prepared to get the hell on from get the hell on when they need to. Shout out to Jamerl, man. My boy Jamerl checked in. Cortez Brooks checked in. Mr. Al Pete had checked in. Breaker had checked in. Yeah, man. Shout out to all of them, man. King CB, my boy. Coach Brown checked in. Yeah. Yeah, man. Once again, this show is brought to you by our sponsors at the Global Gang, man. Charlie Global. Y'all go follow him on YouTube. He got the best chain gang stories and on the net. And it's not a game. It's not a game apparel.com for the merch. Shout out to them. They've been keeping me laced up real nice and decent lately with the shirts and very, very quality gear. High quality gear, man. Gotta love it, man. But yeah, shout out to everybody that been checking in. I do want to pull up one more clip of the extinction level event facilities that they said since we in our conspiracy theory bag. Yeah. Before we get up out of here, man, the Mixler app is about to run out in about another 3 minutes. Thank you for everybody that was checking in on the Mixler app, man. First and foremost, shout out to Black and Wild. Shout out to DJ T. CZ, who is coming up at 8 o'clock with his show. So we're going to go a little overtime on Twitch. But for everybody that's listening on the Mixler app, Appreciate y'all for checking us out, man. Make sure y'all check us out next time. Follow us on the platform so you know whenever we are live, and check in on the YouTube and check in on the other platforms. You may see something that you might have missed. But let's check out this video before we close out. This is the DozhaToldya Podcast 146, and we still talking about extinction level events. Them folks building underground facilities, man.
A former Bush administration official has come forward with a claim that's difficult to ignore. According to the New York Post, Catherine Austin Fitts says the U.S. government has secretly constructed a $21 trillion underground city. She alleges that this was funded through nearly 2 decades of unaccounted-for federal spending, money that vanished from the ledgers of the Department of Defense and the Department of Housing and Urban Development between 1998 and 2015. Fitts describes a network of over 170 underground and underwater facilities, not shelters, cities, built to house the powerful in the event of a near-extinction event. She says they're connected by high-speed transit systems, hidden beneath the surface of the United States, powered by advanced energy technologies the public has never been allowed to see. No vote, no announcement, no media coverage, just decades of quiet construction, shielded from public knowledge. If what she's saying is true, then these places already exist. The entrances are in place, the infrastructure is operational, and they aren't meant for everyone. The public was never informed. No explanation has been given. No officials have stepped forward to confirm or deny any part of it. So we have to ask the obvious questions. What do they know? What are they hiding? And what happens to the rest of us when the doors close?
Okay. Not to alarm anyone. But them folks definitely got some shit going on, bro. They definitely got some stuff going on, man, that we may, be aware of. Again, Mixlr, thank you everybody for checking us out on the Mixlr app, man. Full show on the Mixlr. Great music that we played this week, man. New music from Sailor is coming up on the next show next week. Matter of fact, we'll be back tomorrow on the Mixlr app, man. Check for us early tomorrow around 12 o'clock. You dig what I'm saying? So, till next time.
You're listening to DozhaToldya Radio.
All right, man. I'm just gonna play a couple of more clips, man. I ain't want to stay on too long tonight because we got the basketball game coming up. So, y'all bear with me. We got a couple of more clips to play for y'all, and then we'll set y'all on y'all way. A couple more clips. Should we talk about Smokey Robinson, bro? Bro, they got Smokey Robinson hemmed up, bro. Come on, bro. What's going on? How come I can't see the post? All right, well, we'll just play a little bit of the Rodney Hinton story. We also already covered this and posted a clip online on the YouTube. So in case y'all wasn't paying attention, social media users are praising Cincinnati father Rodney Hinton for murdering a random police officer after he found out his son was shot and killed by police during a carjacking incident. And yeah, this story has been all over the internet last few days. We don't really condone in the vigilante justice that Rodney Hinton Jr. Committed. We do send prayers out to Rodney Hinton and the family of Ryan Hinton, because it had to be very, very hard to go through and endure what he did. I feel that he's practically going through a temporary insanity episode. But this is him staring down the officers that are there to intimidate him. And again, I don't really stand for him throwing his life away. But I do look up to the fact that he was not intimidated and he did keep his head up in the madness that he put himself and his family in. I mean, it's bullshit, but it was also bullshit for them to kill that man's son. So, again, rest in peace to Ryan Hinton, and rest in peace to Larry Henderson. That was the man that Rodney Hinton killed. And I mean, he did this within the first 24 hours of learning that his son, who was 18 years old, was killed. They said that his son had a weapon, and he was attempting to flee. And the police officer opened fire and killed him, man. So then he, within a day, was riding through, I guess, Cincinnati and seeing Larry Henderson, who was a retired police officer who was doing traffic duty, and the man ran the man down, man, in the middle of traffic and killed him cold blood. And so it's been a lot of black and white racial videos that have been surfacing and going around, and I've been seeing a lot of folks showing black people hurting white people, and then I've been seeing folks showing white people disrespecting black folks, and that's not something that I could just stand by and condone. And again, I'm praying for all parties involved. We definitely need to see our way out of this by working together and by working alongside each other. And I'm like Martin Luther King when it comes to this bullshit. I'm not with it. That eye for an eye and all of that stuff that these folks are saying online. This is not eye for an eye. This is just throwing away the lives of fathers. And I'm not a father, but my father's life was thrown away behind the bars, and it was one of the worst things that ever happened to me. So I definitely will never condone such actions. It got serious though in the courtroom during the first appearance or whenever. You know, it was full with police. It's getting serious out here. And I wish these folks stop putting this dang music behind these videos, because I'm trying to get my stuff flagged. Putting all the damn people music behind my videos. And so they kicked the dude out of the courtroom for standing up and wanting to, I guess, watch and cheer on Rodney Hinton. And it was this big like brawl that occurred, you know.
I got beat on him messing with my brother. Anthony, my boy.
And because they got Marvin Gaye's music behind it, I wouldn't dare try to get this one off, because they gonna flag the hell out of me. They're gonna flag the hell out of my video. But yeah, man, it's a very sad story. There was the cover story, so we will be covering this story for the next few days. Very, very sad situation though. Absolutely disgusting.
Mr. Bennett, at the prior hearing before today. Have a seat, man. Have a seat.
Tell that boy to have a seat, man. Now, see, he ain't got no business getting up and grabbing that man from behind. Man, hell. And they stood up.
Wait, bro. Sit down!
line. Under the color of law. He's out of line. Acting under the color of law. Acting under the color of law.
And so things escalated and they got out of control real fast. It was like a slick little brawl that had happened afterwards. And again, we're going to talk about the Shiloh Hendricks situation tomorrow. So, I mean, next. So stay tuned, man. And y'all just stay prayed up, man. Don't make any, don't crash out because somebody call you the N-word out in the streets. Don't just think about your family, man. Just remember, black man, that the object of living every day out here is to get home safe to your family, especially if you got kids. Cause these folks is not playing they're not playing fair, and they got the cards stacked against us.
Georgia police chief has been placed on leave after allegations that he ordered a sergeant to cover up for his brother, who is a suspect in a murder investigation. Boy, spicy. Let's get deeper into this story. And so we find out that the Jonesboro police chief, whose name is Michael Yates, was put on non-disciplinary administrative leave after the GBI, or Georgia Bureau of Investigation, was called in because there were allegations that Sergeant DeMarquavius King concealed information that the police chief's brother here was a suspect in a murder. So basically, the GBI was called in because there's a potential cover-up. You look at what happened with Ahmaud Arbery and so many other cases. Boy, I tell you, Blue Lives Matter, it's looking like the pig's only job is covering up murders. ACAB 1312. Georgia police chief has been placed on leave after allegations that he ordered a sergeant to cover up for his brother, who is a suspect in a murder investigation.
Yeah. I'm telling you, they're not playing fair, bro. They is not playing fair. All right, so I'm looking at Asian A on my damn timeline, looking all good. You got me all throwed off. Oh man! Shout out and congratulations to Uncle Luke. Shout out to Kendrick Lamar, SZA, for being on tour right now. We did Kendrick and Drake rap battle marathon that y'all can also check out on the YouTube channel. That was the last show that we did, and we didn't do this show, so we had to make up for it. But yeah, man, we got a lot of extra interviews and content that's coming to the channel. So y'all make sure y'all just check in with me, man. Make sure y'all follow up on all platforms. DozhaToldya, the podcast. Also, congratulations, and before we get out of here, shout out to T.I. and Tiny, man, because they are paid. They are paid, man. The OMG Girls settlement with $71.4 million that is ordered to be paid to Tiny, T.I., and the OMG Girls from toy maker MGA, who stole the likeness of the group and changed and turned it into some OMG dolls. Yeah. And they had to pay interest on the payment. As MGA's first amended complaint. Let me pull it up. Hold on, y'all. As MGA's first amended complaint for the declaratory judgment is entered in favor of the OMG Girls as the following: LOL surprise OMG dolls with respect to common law misappropriation of name, likeness, and identity. Chellats, Roller Chick, Metal Chick, Bad Girl, Prism, Miss Divine, Runway Diva, Downtown BB, Punk Girl, Virtual, Honeylicious, Miss Independent, City Babe, and Miss Glam. In the court order regarding yada, yada, yada. I don't want to read all that, man. Basically, they had to pay them folks a whole lot of money. You know what I'm saying? Plus interest, 3.9% interest to be exact. as of April 15th, 2025, them folks had to cough up $71,489,012. Why that's the extra 12? I don't know, bro. Just give me the extra $12. Like, I want all the money, man, for trying to copy and So T.I. don't got to rap no more. In other words, T.I. and Tiny ain't got to do no music. They good. They ain't got to do no movies. They ain't got to do no reality shows. And in fact, they kids and they kids' kids is going to be stars. So we going to be seeing the Harrises for quite some time. And celebration is in order for the King of the South, T.I. and his whole family, man. The OMG Girls struck big, 71 million. Bro, they be throwing that million word around like it ain't shit these days, boy. Everybody be getting paid millions now. It's crazy. Shout out to A Man Alike. Shout out to everybody checking us out on the Twitch channel, man. Everybody that checked in on the Facebook channel. And everybody that checked in on the IG, man, thank you and love to all of y'all, man. I appreciate all the love and support that y'all have been giving as we continue to bring this thing together. Better keep that bread and the kid name. Oh yeah, because they're going to have to pay. Tony Red checked in. Okay, I see you, Tony Red. Trending with Mr. Trey checked in. Biz Levin checked in. Cortez Brooks, Jamerl, and more. But yeah, thank you for everybody who checked in during today's show. If you missed any part of the show and you would like to see clips, go to the YouTube channel, man. Go to the YouTube channel, Dozha Told You, and you can catch clips from this show and others. Make sure you like all the clips that you come across. Do me that favor. Make sure you share with your community and with your friend group and all that good stuff on social media. And we just appreciate y'all being active with me. Y'all gonna be seeing me on Instagram all the time. We finna turn it up a notch this summer. We dropping music by the end of the summer. We got Lil Bando on the way. And we're gonna be talking more about music that came out and music that's coming out. Shout out to ATM Julio the Don, got some new music out right now. Shout out to Tony Red, The Religion Project. Yeah, y'all go stream that. It's out on YouTube right now. Follow Tony Red on YouTube. Check that out. Shout out to that new T. Gibbons. Shout out to Mav, man. Mav Snow on Facebook. Or Mav with the camera. I forgot what they call saying what his name is on all platforms. But Mav, man. Just look out for Tunnel Vision. The platform. The one mic platform called Tunnel Vision. Y'all look out for that. What else? Who else we shouting out? Shout out to Black and Wild. Shout out to DJ TC who coming up in another hour on Twitch. We would try to stay on for another 30 minutes before you come on. But we got a couple of things to do. We got to go get something to eat before the game come on tonight. Speaking of the game, this is what I can do. Yesterday, we had a sports segment, and I made a prediction that was wrong. I said that Pat Spencer was going to do his damn thing, and my boy said that the Golden State Warriors was going to get beat by 25. And he was right. So I'm here to say, he ain't pick up the phone, so we ain't even going to say it. But I'm here to say I was wrong about yesterday's matchup between Minnesota and Golden State. I didn't think Golden State was going to win. But I did think that Pat Spencer was going to do something, man. I wanted to believe in the state trooper looking ass. In the state trooper looking at me, man. But the game on tonight, Cavaliers are down 0-2. Shout out to Tyler Halliburton. What the hell, Halliburton? Tyler Halliburton went off and won 2 games in Cleveland, and now they are in Indiana. And matter of fact, we may be in luck. I may have to say that apology over again, because my boy called me back. My boy. What's up, man? What you got going, man?
Utah, man.
You in Utah?
Yes, sir.
Okay, checking in all the way from Salt Lake City, Utah. Our super producer, sports correspondent, Big Hurt Tracks, checking in. Yeah, man, Hurt. I just want to say, while we got it on, while we got this thing live, I just want to say, welcome back. I was wrong. I said that Pat Spencer was gonna do something last night. I didn't think that Golden State was gonna win the game, but I was looking for Pat Spencer to score more than 2 points. I think he was 0 for 2, and he might have only scored 2 points last night. And then you said that Golden State was going to lose by 25 points. Well, sir, you was mighty damn close, because Golden State lost by 24 points. So what do you got to say about that? And Pat Spencer,
man.
Pat Spencer didn't score no points. Scratch that. I said he had 2. He had 0 points.
Yeah, he need to go back to the G League to get his basketball game back up.
Hey, man.
With his porn star stash.
Yeah, man. Don't be doing my boy like that, man. My boy be stroking. You know what I'm saying? One way or another, my boy be stroking. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, 93-117, and the Golden State Warriors lost. You said that Draymond Green was going to get ejected, and he came mighty close to being ejected.
He definitely did. He definitely did. I was waiting for it, so I could have said, well, I'll be Jesus. The basketball gods is with me.
Yeah, man, you should have put some money on it. That's what you should have did. You should have put some money on it.
Yeah, man. By the way, man, I mess with Prize Pick. Prize Pick should give me an endorsement for having everybody. By me saying this right now, everybody need to go to Prize Pick, man. It's easy to win on them.
Oh yeah, you don't want you picked up a couple of little change.
Yeah, man, I did, man. I did.
I think that's cap.
$10 and win. I bet $10 and win 200.
Okay.
Off of pick 3.
$2?
$10 to win 200 off of pick 3.
Oh shit. Okay. Well, shout out to you then, man. Out there balling in Salt Lake City, man. What you gonna do with your winnings?
Man, right now I'm about to go look at the basketball game.
That's it?
Yeah, man.
You going to a bar, or you gonna watch it from the truck?
I'm watching it from the back seat of my truck.
Yeah, man. We
in the sleeper, man. I might try to find NBA YoungBoy email to try to send him some tracks too. Tell him I'm out here in Salt Lake City. Pull up on me.
Nah, you wish that he gonna tell you to pull up on me.
I'm gonna say, no sir, I can't come inside the mountains, but not with these trucks. No sir. You better send me an Uber.
All right, man. Well, Draymond Green, man, he only scored 9 points yesterday. He went 1 for 6 from 3, and it seemed like he was trying to get kicked out the game on purpose. I ain't gonna front. They say every time Steph Curry don't be in the game, Draymond Green be trying to get kicked out. Like they say, he only want to play with Steph Curry. So, and they say, was Draymond Green feel like the people try to make him seem like he a mad black man. Like he an angry black man. Draymond Green say, man, I am not an angry black man, man. So what you got to say about that, man? Hold on, but wait, before you say anything, let's hear what Draymond Green said yesterday after almost getting kicked out of the league. I mean, kicked out of the game.
Look like the angry black man. I'm not an angry black man. I'm a very successful, educated black man with a great family. And I'm great at basketball. I'm great at what I do. The agenda to try to keep making me look like an angry black man is crazy. I'm sick of it. It's ridiculous.
Did you hear that, Dirk?
Yes, I did.
Do you agree?
Yeah, I agree.
They trying to make Draymond look like he angry?
Yeah. You know why? Because he of course he's an angry black man because he's doing his job. He's playing a professional basketball game that requires of physical abilities and a lot of getting hit on.
Yeah, it's physical.
Of course I'll be an angry black man. I'm gonna play my basketball IQ, play my basketball ability, and I'm gonna do everything in a possible way to win another NBA when I'm off the court, I am not mad. I'm actually a happy guy.
You or Draymond?
Draymond.
Are you talking for you or are you talking for Draymond right now?
I'm talking for Draymond. Of course. The media is trying to make him look like the bad guy. Like he's just angry all the time. No, he's not. He's playing professional basketball. It's some calls that these refs that don't call it because of who he is and what his action is. They really play a real physical basketball game.
Draymond Green, you're not an angry black man. You're just a dirty basketball player. The truth is, the angry black man agenda is a real thing throughout the course of society. For those that don't know, I wrote a book, a New York Times best-selling book, and chapter 5 of the book is called The Mythical Me, The Angry Black Man. So I have given more to this conversation than tweets. I have given more to this conversation than an Instagram post. I have dedicated months, if not years of my life to this conversation. The angry black man is a legitimate thing. What I will submit to you all is this very simple picture. LeBron James, I believe, was cradling Giselle on the cover of Vogue. Right? Many people did not realize that this was subjecting LeBron to the angry black man myth because King Kong was seen doing the same thing, holding this damsel in distress. Why does LeBron James look angry? Meanwhile, this white woman, Giselle, looks all nice and beautiful and quaint. This is being subjected to the myth of the angry black man, just to allow y'all some further education, a term that was really coined and really started to exist more so in society dating back to 1915. Draymond Green, you're not the angry black man because you decide to punch people in the face, decide to kick people in the face, decide to punch teammates, so many things that I will bring on the screen so you can display. You step on Sabonis, you got the most technical fouls and flagrant fouls since you entered the league. Draymond Green, you're not an angry black man. You're just a dirty basketball player. That's what we believe you to be. What I cannot stand is when people try to hide behind legitimate racial issues in society because there are legitimate racial issues in society. There are 3 black men currently sitting up at this desk. Several times throughout the course of our life, we have been subjected to the racial stereotype of being angry black men. But Draymond Green, because you hit Nas Reed in the face, or because you hit LeBron James in the groin, because you step on Sabonis, because you hit Van Fleet, because you punch your own teammate Jordan Poole, we're not suggesting you're an angry black man. We're simply suggesting you might be a dirty basketball player because you do what nobody else in the NBA does, at least not as frequently or as consistently as other people in the NBA. So I do not like when he suggests a term that is a very legitimate term in society because ultimately what it does is it undermines the potency of that term when people legitimately bring it up.
Very, very well put. That was Emmanuel Acho with the rebuttal.
Does Emmanuel Acho say that?
Yeah, that was Emmanuel Acho.
He sound like an angry black man. The way he is explaining it and raising his voice, he sound like an angry black man. Am I wrong?
Hey, man.
Because if you got to raise your voice to get a point across, then, my boy, when Draymond did that interview, Draymond ain't raised his voice. He said, I'm sick and tired of it. Y'all making me look like I'm the angry black man.
Say tired of it.
So, can you explain what is the angry black man? Because the way Ocho was explaining it and the way he was raising his voice sound like he's the angry black man. He need to find the definition of angry.
Okay. I feel you, bro. I feel you. That's a good point. Stephen A. Smith also said something that was kind of close to what you said. So I'm gonna play Stephen A. Smith's response.
Play Stephen A. Play Stephen A.
First order of business is him being portrayed as an angry black man. There are angry white men in this world. There are angry Hispanic individuals in this world. As black men, we're entitled to be mad. We're entitled to be angry when it's called upon. And I remember years ago when I was in Indiana covering Allen Iverson, and there was this big brouhaha about somebody who had spewed some racial epithet in his direction. Wilbon, you remember that. I'm sure you do too, Wendy, as well. I had to come to his defense because people were questioning whether or not Allen Iverson was telling the truth. I happened to be standing right there when the person had said what they said to Allen Iverson. He was telling the absolute truth. I remember Russell Westbrook looking at a fan in Utah and screaming on everything I love, basically threatening him like, I'm going to deal with you, because the guy was screaming some stuff at him and it was highly offensive to Russell Westbrook. Players go through these things sometimes. And you do have fans who pay the price for tickets, and clearly, especially if they're inebriated, they just feel emboldened to say anything that they want. And it's something that they would never do in the streets if they just walked up to one of these players. They would never do that. But they're emboldened once they're in the stadium. So when Draymond said what he said, I definitely could relate because I've seen it happen to players before. I don't believe that Draymond is lying one bit. The fan was removed. And most importantly, under certain circumstances, players have every right under the sun to be angry. And it shouldn't be a situation that invites skepticism just because you're angry and you happen to be black, as if you're not entitled to react in an abrasive fashion if somebody comes at you in an abrasive fashion.
Yeah. I like the way he started out that
him being portrayed as an angry black man. White men in this world. There are angry Hispanic individuals in this world. As black men, we're entitled to be mad.
Word, man. Shout out to Stephen A. I like that. Yeah.
Emmanuel Ocho. He's a football player trying to tell how a basketball player feels. That don't make no sense to me, man. Somebody please help me understand that.
Well, we're gonna move right along, man. So let's go ahead and get our predictions. Again, I said I was wrong. And we found some understanding for Draymond's case. Let's see what we got going on tonight's game, man. The game about to start in about 20 minutes. So, actually, the game already started. The Cleveland Cavaliers versus the Pacers. Who you got?
Oh, Cleveland going to come out on top today.
You say Cleveland going to come out on top. They down 0-2. They have to play an away game. And Tyrese Halliburton has been playing with a chip on his shoulder because they said that he was overrated. Do you believe that Tyrese Halliburton is the most overrated player in the NBA?
Nah, not really, because they went back-to-back in the playoffs 2 years in a row. Really, 3 years in a row.
Facts. Do you see them winning this series now that they up 2-0 against Cleveland?
Yeah, but in Game 7.
So it goes 7 games.
They're going to 7 games.
It's very hard to lose.
Cleveland have to play with a chip on their shoulder because now they got Garland back, Mobley back, and what's the other guy that was hurt too? Garland.
Okay. That boy knows basketball with Garland, Mobley. Okay, yeah, that's Mobley. Mobley is the defensive player of the year.
Mm-hmm. So he have those players back. So they should be able to at least pull it off by 12 points.
And they got DeAndre Hunter coming off the bench, man. You know, he been balling pretty good.
Yeah. But they should be able to win by 12 tonight.
All right, so you got them winning by 12, even though the game already going. All right, I'll take that. What about the OKC versus Denver game late tonight at 10, man? What you got for that, man? What you thinking?
Going into Denver, I got OKC by 6.
OKC won the last game by down that 50. And this game, they don't have any major injuries. Nikolai Topic is injured. And Denver got Deron Holmes the second, whoever he is. He's injured. So ain't no major injuries in the game. You say OKC by 6?
Yeah, I got OKC by 6.
You know they in Denver this game.
Huh?
You know they in Denver.
Yeah, I know. But I think SGA is gonna step it up and carry the team to win in this game tonight.
I think the SGA
finding open his wide open players and making sure that they make the easiest shot they can have.
Yeah, and I think that Chet gonna continue to play well to make up for game one playing missing them 2 free throws.
Chet have no choice but to play spectacular. After those 2 free throws that he missed for game 1, oh yeah, he have no choice. He got a ton of pressure on his back, and if he don't play good tonight, well, I guess he's out of there.
All right, man. Well, that was a good sports wrap up. Again, y'all follow my boy Bit Hurt Tracks on Instagram. He got a song called I Don't Play Around. Y'all go stream that. OG Hurt on all platforms, man. What else you got to say before you get up out of here, man? You know what I'm saying? Any shout outs?
Man, I'm just mad about this Emmanuel Ocho saying that Draymond is the dirtiest player that plays in the NBA. But he ain't gonna never say nothing about Jokic jumping on somebody's back.
Okay.
Jokic jumping on Caruso back and almost had him injured. Then he ain't gonna say nothing about Jokic. And
Yep.
he ain't gonna say nothing about Russell Westbrook on the elbow and making somebody.
Okay, they don't want you to say it, man. They started to make your phone break up, but I know what you're saying, man. It's other people that do dirty shit too, but Draymond just keep getting caught.
It's blatantly that Jokic and them doing it, but they ain't gonna say nothing about that. Jesus Christ. Joker throw a whole elbow, a back of somebody. Like,
All right, man. It seemed like
they
you're.
don't find Jokic. Hold on. But they don't find Jokic to jump on somebody's back while he's got him in the post. Come on, man, people. Come on, man. But Draymond Green is the angry black guy, though.
Jeez Louise. Come on, man.
Hey, Hurt, I'm fucking with some of these, bro.
Fucking with some of these Hurt. Bit Hurt Tracks, man. He got the beats. And he got the sports takes. And he can help you make some money on Prize Picks, man. Y'all follow on Big Hurt Tracks on all platforms, man.
DozhaToldya Radio.
All right, man. I'll check in with you, know what I'm saying, at the halftime or after the first game. Be safe on that road out there in Salt Lake City. Once again, shout out to everybody that's been checking in on the Instagram page, everybody that checked in on the Facebook. We live on the Twitch app. All platforms, man. Nobody doing it like us over here on DozhaToldya platform, man. DozhaToldya Radio, DozhaToldya Podcast, whatever you want to call it. Just remember, DozhaToldya, it's got to be the hottest. Bit hurt.
Gotta be the hot.
Oh, yeah, by the way, man. ISO on me real quick, man. ISO on me, y'all. Look, we doing this media thing, man. Right here, DozhaToldya. Been doing it for quite a while, right? But don't get it twisted. We get down in the studio too, man. You know, shout out to Trees. We got a studio session tonight. We got a special going on in the studio right now for studio time. You know, y'all getting a deal for working with somebody like me and working in the facilities that we working in. Yeah. So make sure y'all hit me up. And in fact, since we've been doing this media thing and some of the rappers, you know, we ain't saying no names, but there's a couple of you rappers out there that want to get in the media lane and do y'all thing. Shout out to, matter of fact, Fat Joe and Jadakiss just started a new podcast. This was their first episode that came out today. Since all these rappers want to do media, I think it's time for the media niggas to start doing some music. I think it's time for the producers to start doing some rapping. So that's what we gonna do, man. We finna get up and on the track. We finna start using some of the beats that we made that y'all didn't rap on. I'm gonna drop something on that motherfucker, or get somebody else to drop something on that motherfucker, or I'm gonna get a hot beat from Big Hurt Tracks. But we gonna drop some music coming from the DozhaToldya Podcast, man. Yeah. So we doing it all out here, man. And if y'all want to, you know, if you want to jump in the lane, if you like it, I love it. Then shit, don't be mad at me. We show y'all how easy it is and drop this, you know, drop this heat. Yeah, man. So I just want to say that, man. Also, shout out to Charlie Global, man, Global Gang, for the shirt. Shout out to It's Not a Game Apparel, for the hat. Yeah. Shout out to DJ TC coming up next on the Twitch, man. Y'all go to DJ TC's channel and check out Friday night house party with DJ TC or Club TC. I don't know which TC is gonna be. He said he's showing up in the tank top and some biker shorts though. So y'all get ready. You know, y'all get ready to shake it. Shout out to Black and Wild. Shout out to the man who liked. Shout out to everybody that checked in on the IG, from Zeus the Pilot. Rita checked in. SRT Ching checked in, man. Tony Red checked in. Trending with Miss Trey, Biz Levin, Jamura, my boy Roger the Foe. Happy birthday and get well to my brother my brother Young Quan. I was about to say DJ Young Quan. I'm tripping. My brother Young Quan, man.
Shout out to my boy Young Quan, man.
Yeah, man. In the Boston Celtics, man, he said they're gonna come back from being down, 0-2. That's another team that should be able to do a little something, man, by game 3, man. We gonna see. We waiting to see. But
like my boy Young Quan say, the greatest comeback ever.
Yeah. We looking for it. Till then, that's gonna be by LeBron. But yeah, man, Quan, keep your head up, man. Your team, still got 2 more games to play. So playoff Quan is definitely in full effect. Y'all know how we do, man. It's Taurus season, man. So shout out to all the Tauruses out there, man. My brother, it was my brother Quan's birthday a couple of days ago, but T-Dash birthday coming up next week. So shout out to T-Dash, man. And
my boy Dash.
And let's go ahead and get back to the basketball game, man. So in the meantime, in between time, y'all follow us on all platforms. That's DozhaToldya on Instagram, Facebook, Twitch, DozhaToldya Radio on the Mixler app. And if you would like to give a contribution, Cash App, DozhaToldya Radio, DozhaToldya Radio. That's DozhaToldya Radio on the Cash App. My real name will pull up, and then you'll know that you're in the right spot. But we're going to come back tomorrow. We're going to do another show tomorrow. So if you miss any part of the show, go to the YouTube page, man. Catch a clip. Catch you later, Bit Hurt. And I catch y'all later, too. We out.
You're listening to DozhaToldya Radio.
What's up, y'all? It's your boy Dame Dozha. If you're looking to get your interview done or be a guest host on our podcast, hit us up at DozhaToldya.COM. Bump what you heard. Remember who told you? It's DozhaToldya.